Hi, welcome to Crochetlyn. In this video, I'm going to show you how to crochet this top. It's very easy for all size. Some of you prefer a written pattern, so I put a link in the description box below. You can share your finished item in Facebook and Instagram Crochetlyn. I definitely would love to see it, how it turned out in different colors that you choose. That's it, let's get started. We're gonna use this color. This is from Mayflower Cotton number 8 Junior. This is 50 gram equal to 170 meter. Suggested hook is 2.5 to 3 millimeter hook, but for me I'm gonna use 3 millimeter hook. So grab your hook and yarn and your scissor and your measurement, and let's get started. So as you can see, I already have here a number of chains. So make enough chains and measure it from your shoulder till 3 inches above your belly button, which I already have here. See photo there above. So once you have a number of chain, which is mine is 87, I'm gonna add chain of 2, 1, and then 2, and go in the 4th chain from your hook. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Yarn over and place 1 double crochet there. Grab that yarn and pull. Grab that yarn and pull through 2. Grab that yarn and pull through 2. That is our second double crochet, first and second. And then I'm gonna make 1 double crochet per stitches or per chain until the last chain. All the way to the first chain. I am here in my last chain, placing 1 double crochet there, like that. And this is your work should look like a repetitive double crochet. Continue chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Turn, yarn over, skip the first stitch, go to the next, and place 1 double crochet. And then just repeat 1 double crochet per stitches in the back loop. By the way, let me show you. Chain 3, yarn over, skip the first stitch, go to the next, insert in the back loop, that one, grab that yarn and pull, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go in the next stitch in the back loop, place 1 double crochet. So we inserted our hook in the back loop only. Repeat that until the last stitch. Placing my last double crochet on the 3rd chain. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Insert your hook, grab that yarn and place 1 double crochet. So on the 3rd chain there's no back loop or front loop, just insert your hook on the 3rd chain. So 1, 2, 3. And this is your work should look like. There is a nice rib here. That is the result of the back loop. And now I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn, and then yarn over, skip the first stitch, go to the next, in the back loop only, place 1 double crochet. 1 double crochet per stitches in the back loop only until the last stitch, which is on the 3rd chain. So I'm gonna repeat round 2, and I show you how many rounds I made in the end and where to stop. Like I repeated round 2 until round 9, so 7 more times, and this is about 3 inches. So once you have enough of this one, 1 double crochet per stitches, try it on, and if it's not enough, just add more rows of this 1 double crochet per stitches. And then once you have that one, and we're going to decrease, try it on again, and then we can have a stitch marker there. This is gonna be the opening of our chest area. This is about 4.5 inches long from my shoulder all the way down, 32 stitches. First we're gonna make a slip stitch all the way down to the stitch marker, so we don't have to cut the yarn. Insert your hook in the first stitch, yarn over and pull, and pull through. Go in the next stitch in the back loop, place 1 slip stitch. Insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over and pull through. I am here in my stitch marker area, and now we're going to yarn over. Insert your hook in the next stitch where the stitch marker, grab that yarn and pull, grab that yarn and pull through 2. Yarn over, go in the next stitch after the stitch marker, insert in the back loop, grab that yarn and pull, grab that yarn, pull through 2, grab that yarn and pull through all. That is our first decrease, and then you can just take out the stitch marker and then 1 double crochet per stitches until the last stitch. Place a stitch marker here on your first decrease, so we know that is the stitch we're gonna take later again when we go back. Go on the 3rd chain, 1 2 3, insert and place 1 double crochet, chain 3, turn. We are now in round 11. Round 10 we start decrease. Yarn over, skip the first stitch, go to the next, place 1 double crochet and 1 double crochet per stitches until the stitch marker. So notice we did not decrease here in the bottom because we want this one straight here, and we only gonna decrease here from the stitch marker all the way here. So we're gonna always decrease in this part here, but never here. So make 1 double crochet per stitches until the stitch marker. I am here in my last 2 stitches before the stitch marker. 1 and 2, decrease, insert your hook there. After your yarn over, repeat, yarn over, increase, insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over and pull, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, go in the next stitch where the stitch marker, grab that yarn and pull, grab that yarn and pull through 2, grab that yarn and pull through all the loops in your hook. And now we can see that this is our decrease. We don't have to, we can just take out the stitch marker and place it away, because then we are not confused, because we have a stitch marker here, a slip stitch. That's why we place it there on the top. So anyway, this is how it look like after you decrease. So we are now in round 12 chain. By the way, in round 10 we have 86 stitches in total, and in round 11 we have 53 stitches in total, 54 including this one. So chain 3 for round 12, turn. Now we're going to decrease again, because this is the top area. We're gonna decrease every time we are here. So decrease this part again, and only this part we don't decrease. I always keep repeating that. So decrease, yarn over, skip the first stitch, go to the next, insert, grab that yarn and pull, grab, yarn over, insert your hook in the next stitch, grab that yarn and pull, grab that yarn, pull through 2. 3 loops in your hook, grab that yarn, pull through all, and then 1 double crochet per stitches after that until the last stitch, which is on the 3rd chain. Repeat round 11 and 12, alternate that one. You just have to remember that you're going to decrease this part where the decreasing area, and then not here. Round 13 repeat round 11, and then round 14 repeat round 12, and then round 15 repeat round 11. So you just alternate that one. I alternate round 11 and 12 4 times, so I have 4 times decrease after round 12, and now I have here 1 double crochet per stitches, which is this part here. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So that brings me to round 23. 1 double crochet per stitches. And then now round 24, around 23 you actually have 48 stitches in total in each round, where I make 1 double crochet per stitches, but that depends how many decrease you made. Before move on, try this on and see if you need more of this 1 double crochet per stitches, and then continue to increase. Now we're going to increase. Round 24, place chain 3, 1 2 3, and then turn. To increase, 1 double crochet in the first stitch, in the back loop only, yarn over, insert your hook in the back loop, yarn over and pull, yarn over, pull through 2, just place 1 double crochet, and then 1 double crochet per stitches in the back loop only until the last stitch. I am here in my last stitch, which is on my 3rd chain. Insert your hook, place 1 double crochet in the back loop only. So we have now 49 stitches in total in round, which is in round 24. So every time you increase in each row, you are adding 1 stitch. We have 48 here in round 23, and then in the next round we start increase, which is in round 24. That give us 1 more double crochet, and that give us 49 stitches in total. So I will repeat round 24 7 times, just like the same number of the decrease part here, which is 9 rows here. So now I already have 1. I'm gonna add 8 more rows of decrease to balance here. So this part here, it's up to you to make this a little bit longer for the opening of your chest area, and to adjust this part here. And this one always the same length here to the increase part. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna add same number of rows in the decrease part, which is 9 here, and I'm gonna make 9 decrease and 9 increase here also to balance. So go ahead do that, and I'm gonna meet you once I'm done. Just repeat round 24. And by the way, you only have to increase this part here and not in the bottom. I want to show you round 25. I have here a chain 3 already, and then since this is the bottom, we are not gonna increase here, but only here, as I repeat many times. So skip the first stitch in the bottom, go to the next. This is how we begin in the bottom if we are in the bottom. Skip the first stitch, go to the next, place 1 double crochet, and then 1 double crochet per stitches until the last stitch. I am here in my last stitch, placing 2 double crochet here, 1, and insert your hook and place 1 more double crochet in the increase area. And as you can see, it started to form like this. We just placed 2 double crochet here in the last stitch, which is on the 3rd chain. Alternate round 24 and round 25 until I get the same number of rows in the decreasing part. So go ahead do that, and I'm gonna meet you once I'm done. And this is your work should look like. Let me show you the whole thing. This is your work should look like. The increase part just matches to the decrease part, so you really have to see and always try it on where you want to stop decreasing and where you want to start making 1 double crochet per stitches, how many rows, and where you want to start increasing. So that's why you have to always try it on to get your size. Now we're going to repeat this one, making 1 double crochet per stitches, which is 9 rows of this, to match the other side. 33, turn, and then skip the first stitch, go to the next, place 1 double crochet, and then 1 double crochet per stitches, and I meet you until the last stitch. I'm here in my last stitch, making my last double crochet on the third chain. 1, 2, 3. Just place it there on the third chain, which is your last stitch. Place 1 double crochet, and now we're going to make a chain. Round 33, I have 57 stitches in total. So right now we're going to match this one to this one here, to this board. So to do that, we're going to grab another roll of yarn because we don't want to cut this yarn here, and make a slip knot of the new end of the yarn that you grab the same. Insert your hook on the third chain, which is this one here. That is our third chain on the last stitch of round 32. Insert your hook, grab that yarn with a slip knot and pull. Make a chain of 29. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is to match the total number of chain in round 10. Because in round 10 we have 86 stitches in total. So 57 plus 29 is 86 stitches in total, just like in round 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then once you're done, chain 1, pull tight and cut the yarn. So we can continue with our next round. So this is how it looks like at the moment. 86 stitches in total of round 33, and then 86 stitches in total also here in round 10. So just like here. And just place 1 double crochet in each of the chain for next one. Then place 1 double crochet per chain until the last chain. Round 34, chain 3, 1, 2, and then 3. Turn your work, skip the first stitch, go to the next, insert in the back loop, and make 1 double crochet. Make 1 double crochet per stitches until the last stitch, and you should have 86 stitches in total. In each row you should have 86 stitches in total always. We are simply just making this part here, so this is a row of 9 rows. So I'm gonna repeat that one here also, 9 rows. So this is 1, 2, until I get 9 rows in total of that here. Once you're done, chain 1, pull tight and cut the yarn. Once you have this ready, the other piece, put it on the top. You can grab a needle and the same yarn and sew this part here to close it. The more down you start for the sewing, the more open this gonna be here in the arm area. So it's up to you, and as well as in the other side. Just fold it like this, making sure everything is corner to corner like that, and then place it here as well, perfectly in the corner there, and like that, and just fold it to the tip here to be exact, like that, and fold it here as well. Get your stitch marker here inside also. So in my case it's gonna be here, because this one here, so align to this part here. So place a stitch marker after that. Yeah, this side. But it's quite easy peasy. So if you want it to be exact how many stitches here, then just count from the top all the way to this stitch marker here, and repeat that number of stitches from the top all the way here, and then place a stitch marker. But in my case, to make it faster, I will just make it like this way. So now we're gonna start here. I just done connecting this part here, and this one I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna do that later. So I'm gonna show you this part here first. Insert your hook here on the top and the one in the bottom, just that one. Then you can just take out that stitch marker already if you don't want it, and then insert your hook in the slip knot and then pull that one, and then place a chain 1 and proceed to the next stitch. go in the next stitch in the bottom, yarn over and pull through. Go in the next stitch on the top, go in the next stitch in the bottom, yarn over and pull through. I'm gonna repeat that one all the way to the end. If you have extra stitches, just try to insert your hook in a random stitch as long as they are aligned here in the bottom, like that. So repeat making one slip stitch in each of the stitch all the way to the end. Here I have 4 stitches on the top and 3 stitches in the bottom, so it's not really exact, but what I'm gonna do, I'm just insert my hook here on the top. In the next stitch, grab in the bottom, insert your hook in the same stitch in the previous slip stitch that you make. I'm gonna take that one, then yarn over and pull through. Then now I have 3 stitches on the top and 3 stitches in the bottom. Make easier balance, and they are pretty aligned in the end here. Then once you're done, chain 1, pull tight and cut the yarn. And then insert your hook here in the very first double crochet, or in this very corner here, and then insert your hook in the same stitch in the bottom in that very corner, and then insert your hook in the slip knot and pull. Chain 1, and then insert your hook here in a random stitch to connect. Insert your hook on the top, insert your hook in the bottom that is exactly aligned to the top, and then grab that yarn and place a slip stitch. Go in the next stitch, taking a random stitch, and insert your hook on the top and in the bottom as long as they are right in front from each other. Grab that yarn and pull through. So go ahead, do that until the last stitch here. Your next stitch is not too far from the previous stitch here, so I will go here, grab that yarn and pull through, and then repeat grabbing random stitches and inserting your hook from the top and the one opposite to it in the bottom all the way here to the end. Your work gonna be like this, and then chain 1, pull tight and cut the yarn. You can also use a needle to connect this one to make it even easier for you. So to this part here, we have 2 loops here, like this one, the 1 loops here, and then 1 loop. I already started here inserting my hook where the stitch marker is, and then chain 1 after that. Insert your hook here in the back loop. So take the piece on the top, insert your hook here in the back loop on the top, and grab the bottom piece, and in front of that is the next stitch. Insert your hook in the front loop, and then yarn over and pull through. That way it's easier the result in the neck at the back of this piece. So repeat that one, the one next to each other, in the front loop, in the back loop on the top, and in the front loop in the bottom. Yarn over and pull and slip stitch. So I'm gonna repeat that one until the last stitch. So just the ones that is close to each other, this one here and then this one here. These 2 should be together, it's better. This one and this one. And a little bit up here in the bottom, so just always push it up. I put these 2 together here at the end, and then kind of align it here, the stitches, and as you can see, this stitch here is aligned in front of it, is already taken, and the one on the top is not. So what I'm gonna do is actually just go in the top stitch, that one, and then I'm gonna, this is his in front stitch actually, so but this is already taken. Since that's the case, I'm gonna take that one anyway again, just for this balance, and like So now these two together is in front of each other. That makes it easier. It's not much difference, so it's okay to use the same stitch at the same time. Just don't overdo it too much. So I will use it only one time this time. So now they are quite balanced now because everything is in front of each other. One stitch on the top in front of the stitch in the bottom. So very easy. And if it happens again, just do it again. So like this one here, this is already on the top, and take that stitch on the bottom. Because we did not count the whole stitches. If you count it, it's okay, but it's not much different, so this is also okay. This, insert your hook in the next stitch and insert your hook in the same stitch in the bottom, just to put this stitch together in front of each other. Until they end up with one stitch in the end, both on the top and on the bottom. So I have 2 stitches left here, which is perfect. 2 stitch on the top, 2 stitch on the bottom. So this is my last stitch actually on the top, and actually not, so I'm gonna use the same stitch on the bottom. Then I ended up with chain 3 on the top. I'm gonna insert my hook on third chain and insert your hook on the third chain on the bottom. And then once you're done, chain 1, pull tight and cut the yarn. Perfect. With this one, you can start on the top or on the bottom. I'm gonna start here in the bottom because I'm gonna go all the way here and not from here all the way here. So I'm gonna start in the bottom. It's up to you where you want to start. So I'm gonna make a slip knot. Take that one and then pull, and then make a chain 1, and then 1 single crochet in the first stitch. Insert your hook in the same stitch, and then grab that yarn and pull, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops in your hook. Just like that. Super easy. Go in the next stitch, place 1 single crochet again, insert, grab and pull, grab and pull through 2. I'm gonna do that 5 times. So I mean 5 single crochet in total. So that's 1, 2, this is my third one. Go in the next stitch, make 1 single crochet, 3, 4, and this will be my last one. This is my 5th. So once you have that one, I'm gonna proceed making 1 double crochet. So yarn over, go in the next stitch, grab that yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then I'm gonna make 1 double crochet per stitches until my last 5 stitches. So I am here my last stitch before I reach the next part here in the front. So make your last double crochet and then just continue, jump to the next stitch, which is this one here, make 1 double crochet. So 1 double crochet per stitches until you have 5 stitches left before you reach the stitch marker. This one here, 5 stitch from this one is the first one, and then 5, I think that's gonna be your last. So I have 5 stitches left. I'm gonna make 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches. 1 single crochet each. So that's 1, that's 2, just too much in the other side. It's 3, 4, and last one where the stitch marker is. And then you can just take out the stitch marker after that. And like that. Chain 1, turn, stitch. So insert your hook in the first stitch. In a normal stitch, insert your hook there, yarn over and pull through. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and last one, 6. And then double crochet in the next stitch. 1 double crochet each. So that's 1, 2, until you have 6 stitches left here. So 1 double crochet per stitches until you have 6 stitches left here. Now I have 6 stitches left. I will just insert my hook there and yarn over and pull through to make a slip stitch. 1 slip stitch each until the last stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and last one, 6. Chain 1 and turn. Now I'm going to make 7 slip stitch and then 1 double crochet per stitches and then 7 slip stitch here again. So here I ended up with 7 slip stitch here. Chain 1, pull tight and cut the yarn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then in the 8, because you have 7 slip stitch, and in the 8th stitch I'm gonna start my decrease. Insert your hook there and make a slip knot. Then pull, chain 1, insert your hook in the same stitch, yarn over and pull, insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over and pull. 3 loops in your hook, yarn over, pull through all the loops in your hook. That is our first decrease. Go in the next stitch, yarn over and pull, go in the next stitch, yarn over and pull, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops in your hook. That is our second decrease. Repeat that one all the way until your last stitch. So I am here my last 2 stitches, and that should be my last 2 because here we have 7 slip stitch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So don't take that one, so just take the last 2 stitches. If it happens you have 7 stitches, 8 stitches. If it happens you have 8 stitches left, then just take 1 slip stitch here. It doesn't make a big difference. So right now it's perfect. We have 2 stitches left to make it into 1 stitch. Like that, and we have 7 slip stitch here. So chain 1, 2, and 3, turn, and then slip stitch in the second stitch from your hook. 1, 2, insert, grab that yarn and pull through. Chain 1, go in the first stitch, insert your hook, grab that yarn and pull through. We're creating this little pointy here. Go in the next stitch, insert, yarn over and pull through to make a slip stitch. Go in the next stitch, insert, grab that yarn and pull through. Chain 3 to repeat this one here. 1, 2, 3. Go in a second chain from your hook. 1, 2, insert, grab and pull through. Chain 1, go in the same stitch, this one here, yarn over and pull through. 1 slip stitch in the next stitch, 1 slip stitch in the next stitch, and then repeat this one again, and then 1 slip stitch in the next stitch, 1 slip stitch in the next stitch, and repeat this one again all the way until here. In this stitch here, in your first decrease, this one in your first decrease. I am here in my last 2 stitches. Go 1 slip stitch in the next stitch, and then chain 3, 1 2 3, slip stitch in the second stitch from your hook, chain 1, slip stitch in the same stitch, just like how we used to it, and then 1 slip stitch in the last stitch. And then in this part here, I'm gonna make a chain 3, and then 1 more pointy here, and then chain 1 and 1 slip stitch in the same stitch, and that's it. That is my last stitch. Chain 1, pull tight and cut the yarn. Repeat this one in the other side of our shoulder. Nice. Repeat this one here. Place the slip stitch inside the top. Insert your hook anywhere in the double crochet space in the neck area. Then chain 1. Insert your hook in the same double crochet space, yarn over and pull, yarn over, pulse for 2. So we're making 1 single crochet in the double crochet space. Go in the next stitch, make 1 single crochet. Go in the double crochet space, place 1 single crochet. Go in the next stitch, 1 single crochet. Then we're just going to repeat that one all the way around the neck area, making 1 single crochet per stitches. Just making sure you're only placing 1 single crochet in 1 double crochet space. So we're gonna do that all the way around the neck area. Go ahead, repeat all the way around until you're back in the first single crochet. Once you're done, place 1 slip stitch in the first single crochet, and then chain 1, pull tight and cut the yarn. And you're done for the first edges in the neck area. So here I actually make a 1 single crochet in each double crochet space. I did it already here at the back, and I thought I would not do all the way around, but then I changed my mind, so we're gonna continue making that all the way here. So I pick up a new yarn, insert your hook anywhere in the stitch, but in my case I'm gonna insert my hook here in the first single crochet because I did this one already. So I'm gonna insert my hook here, and then insert your hook in the slip knot. In your case, you can insert your hook anywhere in this double crochet space, and then insert your hook in the slip knot and pull. Then chain 1, make 1 single crochet in the same space, double crochet for you. Then like me, I'm gonna go in this next double crochet space, which is this one here. Gonna place 1 single crochet here, so it's not so far. This one in the next double crochet space, insert your hook there, and then place 1 single crochet. Go in the next double crochet space, insert, place 1 single crochet. Too loose. Insert your hook there, place 1 single crochet. Go in the next stitch, place 1 single crochet. go in the next stitch in the double crochet space only. This one, this is the next one. So we're gonna do that all the way around, and once you're done, place a slip stitch in the very first single crochet, and then chain one, pull tight, and cut the yarn. This is going to be my last double crochet space, placing one single crochet there, and then go in the first single crochet that you made, insert, grab that yarn and pull through. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch in the second chain from your hook, chain 1, slip stitch in the same stitch or in the first stitch, that one there, yarn over and pull through. One slip stitch in each of the next 2 stitches. So that's one, and the next one, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch in the second chain from your hook, chain 1, slip stitch in the same stitch. So the only difference from this one here to this one is we only skip 1 stitch. So skip 1 stitch, make a slip stitch in the next stitch, and make 1 slip stitch in the next stitch, and then in the second slip stitch we're gonna start the chain 3, and then slip stitch in the second chain from your hook, chain 1, slip stitch in the same stitch, that one that you're working on, and then repeat again, 1 slip stitch in the next stitch, 1 slip stitch in the next stitch, and then repeat chain 3. So this one is actually, we made chain 3, 1 slip stitch in the same stitch and 1 slip stitch in the next stitch. Basically we did not skip any stitch here, and this one we skip 1 stitch. So it's very easy. Chain 1, slip stitch in the same stitch, and then 1 slip stitch in the next stitch. This is kind of our skip stitch, this part here, and then in the next stitch there we begin. First gonna put our hook there, and then chain 3. So repeat that one all the way around till you're back here. So slip stitch in the next stitch as a skip stitch, and slip stitch in the last stitch, chain 3. This is gonna be my last chain 3, then slip stitch, chain 1, slip stitch in the same stitch, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just slip stitch here in the next stitch that I find, and then there I end. Chain 1, pull tight, and cut the yarn. I'm gonna repeat this one here in the side all the way to the shoulder area, and that's it. It's so beautiful. I really love how it turned out. I cannot wait what color you use for this project. Please share it in Instagram or Facebook page, crochetlyn. I definitely would love to see it, how it turned out in different colors that you use. So that's it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with your friends, and see you. Bye.